A man who bought land and built schools on St. Martin. A man who bought land to build major housing projects in St. Martin. A man who cares about the environment and lowering electricity bills. A man who listens to the people. A man who always puts St. Martin first. A man who deserves a chance to work a full 4-year term for the people of St. Martin. A man who deserves your vote. On August 29th, vote National Alliance number 1. Vote for an honest, hard-working man. Vote William Marlin.
National Alliance, who we voting? Who we voting? Who we voting? William Marlin. National Alliance, who we voting? Who we voting? Who we voting? William Marlin. National Alliance, who we voting? Who we voting? Who we voting? William Marlin.
We voting William Marlin, the ballhead man.
Good evening. Good evening, St. Peter's. Good evening, Ebenezer. Good evening, South Reward. Good evening, Phillipsburg, Colby, and all of you. I want to welcome all of you here tonight as we prepare to face Decision Day come Friday, August 29th. You and every one of us will be called upon to take a decision to decide once and for all the direction St. Martin will be going into in the next 4 years and beyond. Just the other day, somebody said that one party is claiming if they put us in there with a majority, they won't get him out for the next 12 years. But let me tell you, if the people of St. Martin don't get it right this time, and they put the UP in there, we won't have a government after 4 months. After 4 months, we would need to go to the polls again, because half of those elected will be up in Point Blanche. Make no mistake. Make no mistake. And when I say Point Blanche, we are not talking about having their own key and their driver to leave when they want. There will be a key, but a key to keep them under lock and key. (2009), I accepted the responsibility to join hands with Louis Leveist, to join hands with Theo Heiliger, and put a government in place for the people of St. Martin. 2000, the people of St. Martin voted in a referendum to become country St. Martin. And for 9 long years, the leader of the Democratic Party took us around in circles, promising us 2002 we will become country. 2004 we will become country. 2006, 7, and 8 we will become country. And 2009 we still were not country. And I accepted the responsibility when the opportunity came 1 year before an election, and we said we are ready to take on the challenge. And we did. Why did we do so? Because we believed in you, the people of St. Martin. You voted to leave the Netherlands Antilles, and we were prepared to lead the way for you. I can remember when I was in The Hague, along with the advisors, and the attacks came from Van Raak and others, and they said St. Martin cannot and should not become country because St. Martin is riddled with corruption. And we said to them, the time of corruption is over. Give us the opportunity to prove to you that we are ready to become country. We fought, we negotiated, we traveled, we went, we came back. And 10 days, 9 days actually, before election, while Theo quit the government to put his party together, to prepare and to be ready for election, William Marlin and his advisors and others, we were in the Netherlands fighting to become country. And 4 years after, lo and behold, what not only Van Raak is telling me, but the judges appointed here in St. Martin are saying, what kind of country do we have? We have worse than a banana republic. Not because of you, not because of you and you and you. You are decent, hard-working citizens abiding by our Constitution. And those who say, we swear to uphold the Constitution, are trampling on it every day, one day after the other. And it took a judge to insult country St. Martin when he said, I will not try 3 little boys. I will not try 3 little fries. I want those responsible. I want the head of the organization. If I can't get them, then it makes no sense. He basically told us, your public prosecutor's office is full of corruption. They are protecting politicians who are abusing of you, the people. The last of this has not been heard. We have 2 more days to correct the wrong ourselves. We cannot make another mistake. In 2010, you came this close to putting decent, hardworking, honest, committed people in office. This close you came. And what did we get for 4 years? What did we get for 4 years? For 4 years, class justice was introduced on St. Martin. We can talk for hours about those on that list. What are they talking about today? They cannot face the people. So what do? Prepare 4 long days, putting up stage, putting up green cloth, putting up this, putting up that, spending $1 million to hold a party rather than tell you what they have done and what they will do. Well, let me tell you, the only thing they can tell you they have done is build a causeway. And when the causeway was being built, those who want to claim responsibility for it were not even there. And they did not want to return to office. They did not want to return to office because they would not have been able to pass the screening. When Romain Laville thought he would become minister, they pushed him forward. People who were elected with 3,000 votes on their name could not return and become minister because they know they could not pass the screening. At the least, the governor so far is not protecting them. But the judge said clearly the judge said, St. Martin, you have class justice. When we hear one deal after another, any government that goes to court and loses the case will either think about appealing the case, but will not run and rejoice when the young man here, when the young man Richardson, who was managing our postal services, when they would not pay him his salary, when they dismissed him illegally, he took them to court. He won. What did they do? They appealed. They went to court and he won. What did they do? They appealed. When they went to court again, and the judge said, pay the man, pay him out. You were wrong. They went back and they appealed. Today, the divorced family took government to court. And when the judge said, government, you are wrong, you got to pay the man, what did the minister do? Rather than say, we are going to fight this, the minister threw his hands up and say, thank God the judge is on our side. Now we can go and finalize the deal. 10 million guilders for 11,000 square meters. When Sylvania Jacobs and myself were in office, we negotiated with the Plans family to buy thousands of square meters for the cricket stadium in Bethlehem. You know at what price? You know at what price? We negotiated land for $50 a square meter. Today the minister is saying he is proud to save the people of St. Martin money by purchasing land for $495 a square meter. Shame, shame, shame on you, Minister Maurice Lake. And now you want to come and fool the people here in St. Peter's that they should vote for an honest boy. When we negotiated land in the same Bethlehem to build a center for the performing arts, we did not negotiate for $495. We were getting thousands for free, and in exchange we would buy some for the performing arts for $100 a square meter, not $495. Shame, 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 shame on you, Maurice Lake. Today, Minister Lake is walking all over St. Peter's, asking the people to support him. Well, let me tell you, it was a few years ago when an election was coming. The now leader of the UP party went to the people in St. Peter's and told them, I am going to stop the sewage water from running forever. They planted the main sewage line. And just like we said, the bridge was a bridge to nowhere. The main sewage line in St. Peter's is a sewage line to the bridge. The bridge right here, it is not connected. It is not connected. There is not one home in St. Peter's that is connected to the sewage line. What did I do? What did I do in the 1 year that I was there? We signed off on a project to connect, carry it around by the Academy School, come out by the Chic Supermarket and connect to the main line coming from South Reward. When we do that, then we can have the secondary connections and all the homes gradually would be connected. We put money on the draft budget for 2014. And when Maurice Lake came into office, in order for the divorce deal to go ahead, they took that money, along with money for the main road in Dutch Quarter, along with money for the upgrade of the sewage line in South Reward, along money for the upgrade of Cahill. They took all of that off the book, condemn the sewage line here, allow you to continue to stifle on sewage. For what? So they can pay the worst deal, 10 million guilders. Today, that minister has the audacity to come in every home and tell you, We back to basics, vote for us. We back to basics, vote for us. We are telling you, Friday, August 29th, this is your opportunity. There are those who are saying, let's get it right. August 29th, St. Peter's and South Reward, get it right. And the only way to get it right is to vote white. The only way to get it right is to vote white. Send a clear message. Send the National Alliance team. Send us for 4 years. That's all we are asking. Give us 4 years. And when you see that the National Alliance team is working to put the people of St. Martin first for 100%, 4 years from now, we won't need to dress down this island like it's carnival. 4 years from now, we won't need to go to the pond fill and fool you with a show. 4 years from now, we won't have to walk around in the neighborhoods and tell the people, let me buy your fence for a week to put my poster. 4 years from now, we will not have to ask you to take $100, $200, $300, $400, $500 for your vote. Because 4 years from now, we would have earned your vote. 4 years from now, we would have earned your respect. And I am confident. Give us your vote. Give us your support. Give us your trust and confidence. Every single time you have given me the opportunity to serve you, whether it was for 1 year, I could walk out 1 year after, look back at the work I've done with pride and stand tall and say, I bought land, we built schools. I bought land, we built home, we paved roads, we've done this and that for the people to benefit, not for the politician. So every time I needed to walk away, I could walk away with my head up high. And I'm asking you, give William Marlin and the National Alliance one term of 4 years, and you will not regret it. Because those who have voted the other way and allowed that government to be there today, to have a judge to come from Holland to tell us what kind of country you have, what kind of justice you have. That is not just what it was about. More land deal. 39 choice house lots up in Monte Vista. You go to the government and ask them for a house lot because you want to build a home. They tell you government has no land. And the minister, the leader of the UP, while minister in 2011, could be 2012, but the resolution is there, signs a resolution giving the developers up at Monte Vista, telling them the land that you have in long lease, you can go ahead and sell it. You can go ahead and sell it. You have land in long lease. They're telling you you need to build your home within 6 months. If you don't start, we're going to take the land from you. But after a developer sat on it for years, the minister cuts a deal and tells that developer, you can sell the land, and today your land is being sold rather than to give to you in long lease. Rather to give to you in long lease, your sister or your brother, a developer is told, sell it. And you know what the price is. Go on the island real estate, whatever it is. Go on the island real estate company, I think it is. $390,000 it is being sold for. And when you sell lots, and that's the smallest amount, when you do a quick calculation, that developer was just given a check of your money, of your patrimony, because they're selling your land that you can get, selling it for $16 million. $16 million. Is that enough? No, that is not enough. Because it is interesting. The same developer is involved in another case, this time down in Simpson Bay. And a family from St. Martin, Lejouet and the Hawley family, living on the parcel of land just off the police station for years, not 10, not 20, not 30, not 40, before I was born, and I was born more than 60 years ago. Those people were living there. Hurricane Louise came, blew down the house, and one of the young men, Marlin Hawley, has been occupying the land, has a boat there, has a container there, and has some other stuff on the property. And what does Minister Maurice Lake and his leader do? They go to court. They go to court to say the people who own the land does not belong to them. The land is government lease land. And when the court said, yes, the land is government lease land, what any sensible, what any loving minister would do if a man from Simpson Bay and his family were occupying land for more than 50, more than 60, more than 70 years, justice would tell you, he would say, finally, I can give you the papers to the land. But guess what? The same developer who got 16 million worth of your land for free is the same developer who is given that land also in long lease. When will it end? It doesn't end there. It does not end there. Because that same developer, when they bought tropical shipping from the Boncampers, lo and behold, an agreement was signed with the developer to develop a parcel of land at the harbor. Few days after, before we hear, a particular family in the shipping business, closely tied to the leader of the UP party, has bought tropical shipping. Puro, 100%. All right, we got one here too. Ok, mi amigo, vamos a votar por nada. Let me get back on track. That same developer acquires tropical shipping, sells it to this company. And today, when you got a deal, a $16 million deal up in Point Blanche, you get a deal to build a pier down in Simpson Bay, and the people in Simpson Bay are saying, take it up, shove it, carry it somewhere, not here. You still, instead of giving the land to a Simpson Bay boy, you give it to the same developer. And today, I must believe in a land where we have class justice, not said by me or by you, but by a judge sent here from the Netherlands. That judge is saying, my colleagues, the prosecutors, are exercising class justice in your country. And what do we read in the headlines? The developer who got land, who got contract today is suing the harbor because the harbor said, we want to cancel the deal. We want back our land. And the developer is suing the harbor not for 1 million, not for 2, not for 3, for 100 million. 100 million, not guilders, but to dollarize the harbor economy. So it's $100 million. And we are saying, when will it stop? When will it end? And I'm reminded a little earlier tonight, many years ago, those before us trying to bring justice to the people of St. Martin said, only the people can save the people. Only the people can save the people. And on August 29th, Friday upcoming, you over there, you listening at home, you working in the casino, you anywhere you are, because you're live on cable TV, we are live on radio, wherever you are in the reach of our voice, only the people will save the people. Solo el pueblo, salva el pueblo. On August 29th, you know what you got to do. Gotta get it right. There's no other opportunity. We have just a few minutes left to go. And throughout this campaign, whether we visit you in your home, whether it was in a little contact meeting, whether it was a telephone call, wherever we were on this campaign trail, one of the things we said to each and every one of you, don't be intimidated by the carnival you see. Carnival is in April and May. Don't be fooled by the flags you see. Don't be fooled by the banners you see, because no flag can vote, including that one. No banner can vote, including those. No poster can vote. The only things, or the only voters in this election are you, the people. Each and every one of you who can vote today, we are saying, do not do what some people are saying. I ain't voting because I'm sick of the jumpers. I ain't voting because I'm sick of the corruption. I ain't voting because a judge said we have class justice. I ain't voting because the judge said the politicians keep getting away, getting away, getting away. The only way to stop them, the only way to stop them from jumping, the only way to stop them from embarrassing us and putting shame to us is to vote for the National Alliance team. Vote for any one of those candidates. In the next couple of seconds, tonight will turn into tomorrow, and tomorrow will be Thursday. And when Thursday turns into the next day, that is D-Day. That is D-Day. And I'm asking you, don't relax Thursday. Don't relax Thursday. Don't stay home because you only got 2 hours to go vote. Don't let nothing deter you. If you did not get your voting card, stand nice in line and wait on it at the census office. If your passport or your ID is expired, don't say I'm not going to vote. Stand in the line and wait for it. And if you go to vote and they're trying to tell you this or that, don't be deterred. Make up your mind. You will not get another opportunity. This opportunity is about the future of the next generation. This opportunity we got today is to rewrite the wrong they did to the National Alliance in 2010. Don't put us to the mercy of any one of those other parties. Entrust your party. Entrust honest, hardworking, capable, dedicated people with the responsibility to run this country. There will be no judge. There will be no judge telling you we have class justice, because there will be no reason to drag the National Alliance government before the court. I was shocked if I didn't know better. But any visitor to St. Martin looking at our debate on Sunday, and lo and behold, a commercial pops up. A commercial pops up. And it was not a cartoon about something that happened in outer space. It was not a joke about something somebody posts on YouTube. It was a real story about politicians running for office, asking you to give them your confidence, put your trust in them. And this is what we saw. One court case, two court cases, 3 court cases, 4 court cases, and more to come. And that is why we are saying on August 29th, put your vote on the National Alliance slate. Elect capable, honest, hardworking, decent people who have but one track record: working for the people, putting St. Martin and its people first. We are running over our time, but I want to ask you, Friday morning, those of you who voting in the morning, those of you who voting in the afternoon, those of you who are voting in the evening, all of you and all of us got one thing to do: go and vote right. Go and vote white. Go and vote National Alliance. I want to thank all of you. I want to thank Benny Scott and his family for allowing us on their property. When you go to vote, I want you to remember, the struggle did not begin today. The struggle began with people like Marvin Scott from right up here. The struggle began with people like Camille Bailey. The struggle was continued with the founding leader of the SPM, Vance James Jr. The struggle continued with Edgar Lynch. Today, together with Patsy Pontiflet, all of them are safely in the arms of the Lord, looking down upon us. And we are saying, remember their legacy. Remember the seed that they have planted. And I'm asking you one more time, give us your vote. Give us your trust. Give us your confidence. Vote for the National Alliance team. Put your hands together when we take our final bow. Because when you see us, it's because we will be marching on to the administration building to take over the government of St. Martin. Put your hands together for Franklin Patrick. Put your hands together for Rudolph Samuel. Put your hands together for George Pontiflet. Put your hands together for Elvis Flanders. Put your hands together for Maggie Stamen. Come forward and put your hands together.
I recommend somebody who can ease your pain.
for Leroy Lape. Put your hands together for Fernando York Van Hennigan. Put your hands together for Arthur, the Tallahassee man, Lugis. Put your hands together for Herbert Martina. I'm not hearing you. Yeah. And for our friend here, put your hands together for Bernarda the Wind. Put your hands together. Put your hands together for Cedric Peterson. Put your hands together for Henry Eusebius. Put your hands together for Louis Laveis. Put your hands together for Henry Solomon. Put your hands together for Jeffrey Richardson. Put your hands together for Henrietta Duran York. Put your hands together for Mira Runevelt. Put your hands together, Christopher Emmanuel. Put your hands together for dynamic lady who once was my student. Today, she is my deputy leader. Put your hands together because on August 29, Silveria and I will lead the team to take over the administration of St. Martin. And as Captain Leo Chance used to say, on August 29, we gonna poke it on them when we bash the bala. And we saved the man from right here, Marigot Hill, now in St. Peter's Hill looking down. Put your hands together for a hard-working, honest, decent man, former Commissioner of Labor, Hyacinth Richardson. Put your hands together for our MCs, two dynamic, not so young, but for me, young men, Roberto Celestino Arendel. And he ain't want to miss this Facebook time. Put your hands together for my man, my boy, Kende Dukersoy. And last but not least, put your hands together for all of you. And for those of you who may not know, there is still barbecue chicken. So pass and grab one on your way home. Because tonight, you're going to spend all night calling every friend you got to tell them, vote white, vote right, vote for the National Alliance team. Thank you. God bless. Safe home.
A man who bought land and built schools on St. Martin. A man who bought land to build major housing projects in St. Martin. A man who cares about the environment and lowering electricity bills. A man who listens to the people. A man who always puts St. Martin first. A man who deserves a chance to work a full 4-year term for the people of St. Martin. A man who deserves your vote. On August 29th, vote National Alliance #1. Vote for an honest, hard-working man. Vote William Marlin.
National Alliance, who we voting? Who we voting? Who we voting? William Marlin. National Alliance, who we voting? Who we voting? Who we voting? William Marlin. National Alliance, who we voting? Who we voting? Who we voting? William Marlin.
We voting William Marlin.